Hey, you guys, we are back to do Love and Marriage DC. I know we late, but we're going to go and get it in. Stay tuned.
Yep.
LY.
What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Dub. This is my lovely wife,
Courtney, also known as Coco.
and this is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, it's all about reviews, and it's all about entertainment. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about Love and Marriage DC. And the reason why I'm sounding angry and mad, like an angry black man, because we did this video once before, and after we did it, no sound. So we got to do it again. So we got to run it back again.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow, and on all social media sites, comment down below. So before we get into it, make sure you head on over to our brand store. It's now easier for you. It's up under this video if you're watching us on your mobile phone. So yes, if you're not, then you go to our website. It may be on your TV. I don't know. But make sure you go on over there and purchase the tees that we're wearing today. And make sure you join our Patreon. That's right, our Patreon, where you can get exclusive content. And also, if you want to get a discount on makeup from TLB, the Black-owned vegan company, what I'm wearing today, then make sure you use KOED Family to get your discount. I think it's 10% off. So let's go ahead and get into it, because like Eddie said, this is our second time doing it. We had an intro, but honey, we're trying to go and get through with this now. So, let's just go straight into it, to where Monique, that all the couples come out. I think that their dresses are gorgeous. Well, I take that back. I don't want to lie. I think they look nice. Don't like the dresses per se, but I do think that they look nice. So Monique said that she enjoyed doing the filming. She enjoyed everything, but sometimes things can kind of, it's hard to look back when everything is edited and she actually sees certain things, how this was placed there and placed there. So yeah, it's kind of hard to look at. But all of that was you, regardless. It still was you. You said it. Let's see. Chris said that it was a blessing for him, honey. He said it was a blessing because he was able to see his true self, and now he can see what Monique was talking about.
Yeah. He said that. He said that there.
All right, so let's move on to where Carlos said that as far as black men, sometimes black men feel like that as long as they bringing in the bread and they being a provider, that's all it is to it. Nothing else. You know, the woman, you take care of everything else. You take care of the kids, and you know that I'm being a provider, so that's all I need. That's all I need to do. And a lot of men, I don't know if it's black men, but a lot of men are like that in general.
Yeah, a lot of men think, as long as they pay the bills, keep a roof over your head, and keep food in the house, that, they good. But what we don't understand sometimes is that women need more than that. Women need that connection, that mental connection, that emotional connection. And that's sometimes what we forget about, So I'm not saying all men think that way, but a lot of us do forget about that part. So yeah, we learning.
Also, let's see. Carlos was saying to Monique, as far as Love and Marriage DC, that Monique came on there just so she can divorce Chris. She laughed at that. It's like, oh my goodness, no, that's not the case at all. She also said that, sometimes couples just have their issues and stuff, and that's basically what they do. They had their issues, I guess, just like everybody else. So
everybody's marriage is not going to be, well, nobody's marriage is perfect. So you're going to have issues, you know what I'm saying? It's how you work out those issues. It's how you deal with those issues. And, if Monique came on there to kind of work on the issues and she's been genuine with it, hey, more props to her.
But she also said, too, that when sometimes people feel like that when a woman really, has a disagreement with her husband or something, that she's being aggressive, she said she can admit her tone was off, but sometimes that, if she even, say how she feels, that she's being aggressive, and a woman shouldn't be like that. But if she cried, then the case is different.
And she has a valid point, but once again, it's how you deliver your message. if you come out of the man and snapping and fussing and nagging, the man's gonna shut down and tone you out. But if you come to the man, state what you want in a way that he can kind of receive it, yeah, man, gonna bend backwards, do what he got to do to correct that problem.
I could say this too, that people felt like because my tone with Eddie was, they felt it was aggressive. I am not to talk to him. I'm this, I'm that. It was a lot of stuff when it came to me. People in inboxes, on emails. We had to do a whole video on how I am and how our dynamic works.
Right.
But if my husband felt any slight disrespect, honey, y'all would not be seeing it, because he'd be like, edit that. I'm not going to deal with that. And we would have our recourses off camera, but it would not be seen on camera. So,
and like I said before, everybody disrespect and aggression is different from everybody else's. You're right, because you thought when people would think you've been just aggressive or whatnot, I didn't think that. Trust me, I've been with people that's real aggressive towards me. I know how that looks to me, So what she was doing was aggressive to me, but to some other people, they thought it was aggressive. So
yeah, it's our dynamic and our playful behavior. Like sometimes I'd be like, boy, child, but somebody, oh my gosh, she is disrespecting him. Oh my gosh, she don't, So it is what it is. But that's probably how they see things. So let's move on to Ashley and Quick. So Carlos want to kind of recap their season on the show. Quick is talking about he went to Jamaica and he thought that people was going to be, it's the DJ Quick. But no, it's Ashley's husband. So now Ashley kind of getting her shine since she's been on the show.
And that's why some people come on these shows to kind of put themselves out there. Now, before the show, Ashley was in Quick's shadow. Now, after she's been on the show, she got a book out and she promoted a book on the show. Now she's outside. She's out of his shadow now, and she's her own person. And that's what, like I said before, that's why people come on these shows to promote themselves, to put themselves out there. So hey, more power to them, man.
Yeah. Actually, let's see. Carlos was saying, as far as Quick opening up, he said yes, he normally is not that type of person that will open up, but it was very difficult for him to open up on national TV. And he also said how Ashley has helped him over the years, and he talked about that. On just building him up and allowing him to be more vulnerable, and show his emotions, because when it came to their son was what, playing?
He got cut from the basketball team, and his son went into his room upset and disappointed. But when Quick went in there to talk to his son about him being cut from the team, Quick noticed that his son, you can tell, he said, man, I can tell my son wanted to cry, but being around me, and the way I was, we're not allowed to cry. He was holding it in. So Quick, hugged the son. He said, told his son, it's okay. If you got to let it out. And his son started crying. And Quick said when he was hugging his son while his son was crying, that he wanted to cry. But he held his ends a little bit because he wanted to cry in front of his son. And like I said before, I would never, ever, ever. And like I said, me being in the military and all that, yeah, I'm in that camp. I don't think men should cry, but that's wrong. That's the wrong mindset. I get it. If you got to cry, you let it out. Make yourself feel better. Do what you got to do. But I'm in that camp, man. I ain't gonna cry, and I ain't gonna cry for my woman. No, especially you. Nope. Mm-mm.
Why you gonna cry in front of me?
No. And so you hold on my head. What? You ain't gonna buy me nothing? No, babe, I can't buy. That's why you crying. So I ain't gonna do that.
I ain't gonna do that. So, also Ashley was saying that it's times that she did suffer with depression because she was so wrapped up in helping Quick, like, what I'm saying, be this man and helping with the kids and helping with, so she kind of lost herself because she was giving up other people and not herself. So,
well, that's what happens when you married at a young age. What, like 21 when they got married, and 20, 21, and when you married that young, you haven't found your way yet because you still haven't figured out life yet. And she married Quick at a young age. They got married at a young age, and I guess she had kids at a young age with Quick. So she raising kids, like she said, I'm raising kids. Yeah, she said I'm raising kids while my other friends they're at that part and living their life. I'm at home raising kids and stuff, being a wife. So, it's like, and she helped Quick to go out there and succeed in his DJing thing and quit living his best life. And she had put her life on hold to help him out. So I can kind of see why that made her kind of down and depressed. Yeah. You got to put your life on hold.
I've been there. So let's move on to Helena and Jamie. So they showed clips of them this season. Carlos asked, what kind of reactions did y'all get from the fans as far as Jamie? And they was like, well, the fans think that Jamie is controlling. And he asked Helena, is he controlling? She said back in the day he used to be, but now he's less controlling.
He's not as controlling, meaning he still is controlling. You can tell the brother's a little controlling, man, when you telling your woman to hush, be quiet, grab her face, cover her mouth in front of people. Yeah, but Jamie admit, yeah, he's controlling. He said he created all of that. He made her.
All it is.
And she agreed to it, and, he controlled the money, and I don't blame Jamie. He said the reason why I control the money because when we first got together, she was in debt. She ran up the credit card. She was bad with money. And if my wife's bad with money, yeah, I'm taking all of that privilege from her. I'm running the money around here then from now on.
So he said now that she's a boss. So
yeah,
so
it panned out for him.
Also, people feel like that, he could have been a little bit abusive because of his controlling ways. So, he could have been a little. And she said he is not. He has never laid a hand on her, except, I guess, to do that.
And the way I look at it, I think she's like trying to take up for him. But if a man grabbing you by your face, telling you to be quiet, and covering your mouth up in front of people, there's something more going on there.
Carlos asked Ashley, would you let Quick do this? She said, no, Quick better not put his hands on me.
But she can put her hands on Quick. Get in your car seat, little man.
No. How she did it?
No, let me out.
Do it again.
Let me out. And the little legs dangling.
All right, so let's see. They started talking about the cheating allegations, when Helena, I guess like 10, 12 years ago, whenever, and I guess he wasn't spending enough time with her, so the dudes was dipping in her inbox, including one of his friends, and he had to get angry and stuff.
James said, man, I almost caught a case over that, man, because he said, I'm about to go to jail. Because, your homeboys hollering at your woman, man. I said, what kind of homeboy is that, man? It ain't no true friend.
No, it ain't, but there be a lot of them that happen to.
Oh, yeah.
So they showed clips of Monique saying that Winter is her friend, but in the beginning, Monique said Winter is not necessarily her friend. They only talk on occasion.
The only reason they talk about business or contract. I don't know why she said I'm her friend. We ain't friends like that. But on the clip on the episode, one of my friends. All right, I said, come on, Monique. Come on, you can't be too timing like that.
So Carlos introduced Winter, and Winter came out with the little sign. She had to be extra. Friends of the show. Friends of the show.
And like you said it yourself. She wants to be on the main cast.
Yeah.
And to me, she deserved to be on the main cast.
Yeah, I agree, because that's all they did was talk about her.
Right. She was on almost every episode. Everything seemed like it was centered around her and Kevin, So yeah, they both should be on the main cast.
Let's see. So also Carlos wanted to know, are you a relationship specialist, a coach? What are you? So she said that she's a minister and she's a life coach. Now, when they were filming, she was a relationship expert, but now she's a minister and she's a life coach. He said, well, the people on Twitter, did they run you off from being a relationship coach because they said that you cannot relationalize nothing? And she said no. She changed, I guess, she changed herself. So,
Like I said, I don't know the difference between a therapist and a coach.
A therapist is, you got to have some credentials like degrees and go to school. But life coach, honey, I can just go lifecoach.com. I don't know if that's real site. and print it off. Honey, probably take a course for $1.99 and print it off and put my certificate on the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably a little bit more to it than that, but I have seen a lot of people selling those coaches to become a life coach at a little nothing. So anyway, let's see.
Someone said, "Don't be talking about my profession like that. I've been a life coach for 35 years." Hey.
Yo, they made it easy now. So let's see. Ashley was saying as far as Winter, she feel like she's fake. They pulled up some tweets that Ashley had said about Winter and everything. And, I think Winter called Ashley a mean girl. They also, Ashley had these cards too. Because Carla was like, oh, you got props too? So yeah, she said this the Ashley Aggressive Show. So she had her own show. She was some questions that she had for Winter. So they also showed the clips of Winter saying that what they was the gutter Barbies.
Gutter Barbies.
And her meaning of gutter Barbies is that, they're pretty, but then they got some gutter to them. But also she called them that because they was talking about her husband and her ex-husband. Once again, if you wouldn't have brought it to them, they wouldn't have had nothing to talk about. So I don't understand it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Winter said that because they also talk about where Ashley was saying, not Ashley, that Winter was saying that she was telling Monique that stuff in a girlfriend confidence thing when she was talking about their husbands. It was not to go back and tell. I really think that this was a storyline Monique had to have because she said, well, I felt like you was telling me that stuff and you said that you was telling them that. She said, I did not. I just said that I was telling you that as a girlfriend. It wasn't that I told you to tell them or I said that to them. And so it was just a whole bunch of Monique needed to be involved in something. You said it best. She needed to be involved in something because she was out there tipping and dipping in Africa and she didn't have much of a storyline.
Yeah. And like I said, one of us would be your friend. You confide in a friend and tell her your business. She goes back and tell the other people what you told her. That's not a friend.
At all. So the last part is where Colors was asking Winter, okay, do you know anything about Quick and Jamie?
Yeah.
And stuff. She said, yes, I do. In fact, she got receipts.
She got receipts, texts, photos, and records.
But she said she didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm saying records. Yeah, maybe like a DJ record or 5 records. What kind of records? Who keep records on anybody?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, does she mean recordings or something?
I think so. So also, Ashley was saying, okay, what are you talking about? Are you talking about things that you've heard allegedly? And is this stuff from your toothless boyfriend that you got this information from?
Yeah, what boyfriend she's talking about? Because she's saying that app.
She's supposed to be abstinence.
Yeah, abstinence. Yeah, that. And she said you've been screwing around with him for like months, man. So what's up with that? Who is this guy?
She put her on blast, and then Quick is up there getting riled up, and that's what Ashley kept holding him back. Like, baby, I got this, and her arm then bugged, and he was just
he like, let me out, let me at him. And she got them big thick arms too, man. And so, did she play basketball? I think she said she plays basketball or some kind of sports. I thought she did.
No. Also, too, that she was saying that Quick was calling the dude a B.
Yeah, because what happened was when Quick was raising his voice at Winter, Chris stepped in and told Chris, "No, man, that ain't cool, man."
Chris told Quick.
Yeah, Quick. That's right. Chris told Quick, "No, man, that's not cool, man. Watch your tone. You still speaking to a lady." And when Chris said, "Man, tell that B," and he said, "I was talking about him, not her." So he
wanted to clear that right on up. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I didn't understand why they needed a part 2. I think they could have wrapped it all up into one, but it's not my show, it's theirs. Yeah. So we got a part 2 where I guess Winter is going to expose the information that she know. She said she wasn't gonna tell it, but I guess she's gonna tell it. So anyway, we will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for rocking with us. You know, I know this video is late, but y'all know we like to enjoy our time from time to time. So we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Deuces.